There we go. All right. Hi, fourth graders. It's Mr. Steinberg. Just wanted to see if I could maybe help confirm or maybe even clarify some skills relating to place value, but more specifically, how you read really large whole numbers. So what you see in front of you here, this is it's a place value chart. And you'll notice that the place values extend for quite a while until we reach numbers in the billions. And so today I'm not going to give you or show you any numbers that go to the billions, but I will show you numbers that go into the millions. Um, so the first thing I think that a lot of us may not realize is that place value chart or numbers are broken up into families, um, families or periods. Okay, so I should clarify. And there's different periods, and when you count three place values, that's a period, and then you count another three, and that's another period. So you can see here that the first period in the place value chart is called the ones period, right? Or we can say this is the we can say that this is the ones period right here, right there. And the ones period, what it does, it extends all the way to the hundreds. And then once you get past the hundreds, like once you go past the number 999, if you add one more, then you get to the next period, which is the thousands. So this is the thousands period. I'll write that on there. And then finally, you when you start using numbers or counting or adding numbers, and then you reach numbers into the thousands, and you finally get to like 999,999. If you go one more, then finally here you end up in the millions period, and then that's when you kind of make that transition. So that's the millions period right here. So that's the millions, this is the thousands, and this is the ones. So I'm gonna kind of erase all of this off the screen. I'm just gonna practice with some numbers, and then maybe I'll show you what they look like in expanded form. And then that'll be it for this one. So let me get rid of some of the sloppy writing. Give me 1 second. Okay. So let's start with a number that we all know pretty well, right? Oh, won't let me go anymore. Can't take any more away. So I'll just kind of grab it myself. There we go. Okay. So let's get down to the numbers. Okay, let's say we have this one right here. So you have this number right here, and then if somebody were to ask you, well, how do you say that number? How do you read that number? Well, what you do is you go to the largest place value, um, and you start with the hundreds. So we know we have 400, and then we have 70, right? 7 groups of 10, and then we have 5 ones. So we have 400 plus 70 plus 5. 475. That's how it would that's how you would read it, right? 475. And if you were asked to put that in written form, you would say 475, kind of like that. Okay, so that's just one example. That's a number. Um, it's very large, but it's all within the ones period or the ones family, 475. So what happens when you get numbers that are larger? How do we handle numbers that get a little bit bigger? Let's see if it'll let me undo. So what happens when we go into the next period? Let's say we have a number that there's a 9 here, there's let's say 9,475. So what you do is when you read large whole numbers, you have to start with the largest place value, and then you just kind of read it down the line. So we know we have a group of 9,000 right here. We have a group of 400. We have a group of 70 and a group of 5 ones. So 9,000 plus 400 plus 70 plus 5. 9,400 and, or sorry, 9,475. Let me write that out. 9,475. I think that's pretty simple. I think a lot of us get this pretty quickly. But I think where some of the confusion takes place is when we go to the larger place values in the thousands period. And that's why I wanted to kind of show you this next one. Let's take a number that's a little bit different and let's make it right here. Let's go put an 8 here, a 6 here, 3 and 9 and a 2. So this is quite a large number. And what we have to do is we have to kind of recognize what we're actually working with. We have 8 groups of 10,000. So imagine if you have the number 10,000 and you add it 8 times, you actually have 80,000. And then you have 6 groups of 1,000. And then you have 3 groups of 100. You have 9 groups of 10, and you have 2 ones. So we've got 80,000 plus 6,000 plus 300 plus 90 plus 2. So how do you read that though? So what you do is you start with the numbers in the largest place value period, and you just read them. So if you have 8 and 6 like this, we say what? 86, right? We say, well, that's just 86. And then when you're done with that, you just label or you just call out the place value period or place value family. Well, which place value family is this? Well, this is 86,000. So we have 86 of those thousands. And now we move over to the smaller place value family, which is the one. So I have 86,000, and then I have 86,390, oops, not nice, 92. So I hope that makes sense. All I did was I just called out the actual place value. That's all I did. I had 86 in my thousands place value family, and then I called out the ones, 392. Let's do another one, make it a little bit harder. I just have 2 more examples. Oop, how do I get rid of that? Let me go the other way. There we go. Okay, let's put a number here. Let's go 7 here, 9 here, 1 here, 5, 4, and 0. So here, now again, sometimes it helps to kind of write these numbers using expanded form. So I have 7 groups in the 100,000 column. So that means I have 7 100,000s, or the number 100,000 added 7 times. So that gives me 700,000, 9 groups of 10,000, 90,000, 1 group of 1,000, 5 groups of 100, 4 tens, and nothing. There's no ones or units. So it would look like this, right? It would look like just like that. But how do you read that? That's the hard part. How do we read such large numbers? So kind of like the other examples, what you do is you just take the largest place value and you read it all the way until you have either 1, 2, or 3 digits. If you have 3 digits, you stop. And then you just kind of call out what you're reading. So the first 3 numbers say 791. 791. But then I have to ask you again, well, it's 791 what? Well, it's in the thousands family. So it's 791 thousands, sorry, 1,000. And then you read the ones family. 500, oops, sorry, 540. And that's it. That's how you read really long, large whole numbers based on their place value. And you just go family to family. So the last one I want to show you, obviously we're going to go to the millions here, okay? Because I want to show you that reading the millions is just as easy as the other thing, just like I've been showing you. But I'm going to speed it up just a bit because I'm running out of time. So I'm going to give you a number that goes into the 100 millions, okay? Let's put an 8 here, 6, 5, 9, 1, 0, 2, 3, and 4, right? All the numbers, right? 0 through 10, 0 through 9 are in here. So you ask yourself, how do I read this number? Well, let's start with the millions. How many millions do I have? Well, I have 865 million, right? And then move to the thousands. Then I have 910 thousands, and then I have 234. 234. We don't, because we don't say ones, we just have 234. So let's see what this huge number looks like in written form. So imagine that. Look at that huge number, right? So we went by place value families. So we have 865. Oops, sorry, 865 million. Oh wait, sorry, I messed up. Let me try to circle this. 865 million. That's this. And then we have 910 thousands. Actually, I should probably leave the S off. And then we have 234. And then remember, between the place value families, you put commas. So it would just look like 865,910,234. And just like that. So if you're struggling reading really large whole numbers, sometimes it helps if you realize you just read up to 3 digits at a time and then call out the place value. But if you only have the ones place value family, you don't have to call out ones at the end. You want to call it out for thousands and millions, or even billions if you get that large of a number. And just to stay consistent, let's see what that would look like in expanded form. That means I have 8 groups of a million. No, sorry, I have 8 groups of 100 million. So I think that's 800 million. So like this, 800 million, and then I have 60 million. And then, let me erase that part. I should put a plus right there. Plus 60 million plus 5 million. See how long it could take to write these numbers in expanded form? Then I have 9 groups of 100,000. I have 1 group of 10,000. I have no thousands. I have 2 hundreds. I have 30, and I have 4. There you go. 865 million, right? 865 million right there. 910,234. Okay, thank you everybody. I know this went way too long, but let me know if you have any questions.